On the eve of July 29, 1981, amidst the enchantment of a royal wedding, the world beheld what seemed a tale spun from dreams, the union of Prince Charles and the ethereal Diana, akin to Cinderella. Yet beneath the gleam of regal splendor lay a dark truth untold. As the night veiled the impending nuptials, a chilling confession pierced Diana's heart. Her prince harbored no love for her. Thus, amidst the pomp and pageantry, Charles callously shattered Diana's bliss, transforming her most radiant moment into a harrowing descent into despair. Join us to discover this tragic story now. On that night, the atmosphere in the grand halls of Buckingham Palace was charged with anticipation and excitement. However, behind the facade of royal splendor, a palpable tension lingered in the air as Prince Charles grappled with a profound dilemma. It was a pivotal moment, one that would shape the course of his life and the destiny of the young woman he was set to marry. As the clock ticked closer to the dawn of their nuptials, Prince Charles, burdened by a weighty sense of responsibility, sought a moment of clarity with his soon-to-be bride, Lady Diana Spencer. In the privacy of their chambers, away from the prying eyes of the world, he felt compelled to disclose his innermost truth, a truth that would shatter the illusions of fairy tale romance and confront the harsh reality of his emotions. With a heavy heart, Prince Charles mustered the courage to utter words that would forever alter the trajectory of their relationship. In a voice tinged with regret and vulnerability, he confessed to Diana that despite the grandeur of their impending union, his heart did not overflow with the fervent ardor of love. It was a revelation that pierced through the veil of romantic idealism, laying bare the raw complexities of their union. For Diana, the weight of Charles's admission reverberated through the chambers, casting shadows upon the once gleaming dreams of marital bliss. In that fleeting moment, amidst the opulence of the palace, she stood at the precipice of uncertainty, grappling with the profound implications of Charles's revelation. In the ITV documentary that unraveled the layers of Princess Diana's tumultuous journey, Penny Thornton, the trusted confidant and astrologer of the princess, unveiled a heart-wrenching revelation that pierced through the veneer of royal grandeur. As the world leaned in, eager to uncover the enigmatic complexities of Diana's storied past, Thornton's words echoed with a haunting poignancy, offering a glimpse into the innermost chambers of the princess's soul. In a hushed tone tinged with solemnity, Thornton recounted the poignant exchange that transpired between Diana and Prince Charles on the eve of their wedding, a moment etched in the annals of royal history. One of the most shocking things that Diana told me was that the night before the wedding, Charles told her that he didn't love her, Thornton revealed, her words carrying the weight of a truth long concealed beneath the facade of regal opulence. For Diana, the revelation of Charles's confession reverberated through the corridors of her heart, casting shadows upon the shimmering dreams of marital bliss that had once adorned her youthful aspirations. In the quiet solitude of the night, amidst the flickering candlelight that danced upon the walls of her chamber, she grappled with the profound implications of Charles's admission, a truth that threatened to unravel the delicate tapestry of their union. As Thornton painted a vivid portrait of Diana's inner turmoil, the world bore witness to the raw vulnerability that lay beneath the polished veneer of royalty. "I think Charles didn't want to go into the wedding on a false premise," Thornton mused, her words offering a glimpse into the complexities of Charles's innermost motivations. In his own way, Charles sought to confront the specter of deceit that loomed over their impending union, choosing honesty over the comforting embrace of illusion. For Diana, the revelation was nothing short of devastating, a tempest of emotions that threatened to engulf her fragile resolve. In the depths of her despair, she contemplated the unthinkable, the prospect of abandoning the grandeur of the royal wedding in favor of fleeing the suffocating confines of her gilded cage. Yet, Amidst the tumult of conflicting emotions, Diana summoned the strength to forge ahead, her unwavering resolve eclipsing the shadows of doubt that threatened to engulf her spirit. And so, on that fateful day, amidst the splendor of Westminster Abbey, Diana took her vows, her radiant smile masking the poignant ache that lingered within her heart. There is a heartbreaking reality that happened. King Charles did not enjoy his wedding night with Princess Diana. As she stood at the threshold of matrimony, Diana's youthful exuberance and untarnished idealism painted a portrait of innocence that captured the hearts of millions around the globe. Yet, beneath the veneer of regal splendor, Diana's tender years belied a profound sense of vulnerability. A vulnerability that would soon be laid bare in the crucible of her tumultuous marriage to Prince Charles. For Charles, the disparity in age and experience between himself and his young bride did not escape notice. Indeed, he was keenly aware of the chasm that separated them, a chasm that stretched beyond mere years to encompass the vast expanse of their divergent worlds. Yet, despite this awareness, Charles seemed unmoved by the need to tread lightly upon the fragile terrain of Diana's innocence and inexperience. On their wedding night, as the grandeur of Buckingham Palace enveloped them in its opulent embrace, Charles's demeanor belied a stark indifference to the tender sensibilities of his young bride. In a revelation that would send shockwaves through the hallowed halls of royalty, Charles confided to a friend that the night held nothing special significance for him. For Diana, the sting of Charles's indifference cut deep, punctuating the fragile tapestry of her hopes and dreams with the harsh reality of disillusionment. In the quiet solitude of their chambers, she grappled with the profound implications of Charles's dismissal, her heart heavy with the weight of unspoken expectations and unfulfilled promises. Besides, the roots of Diana's affliction traced back to the fragile moments of her courtship with Charles, where the weight of royal expectations bore down upon her slender shoulders with crushing force. In Andrew Morton's revelatory biography, Diana, Her True Story, the author unveiled a chilling revelation that pierced through the polished veneer of royalty. Charles's callous comments regarding Diana's waist, deeming her chubby by his estimation, served as a catalyst for her descent into the depths of despair. For Diana, the impact of Charles's disparaging remarks reverberated through the corridors of her psyche, igniting a tempest of self-doubt and insecurity that threatened to engulf her fragile spirit. In the searing crucible of her anguish, she sought solace in the deceptive embrace of bulimia, a twisted refuge from the relentless pressures of royal scrutiny. As the tendrils of her affliction tightened their grip, Diana found herself locked in a vicious cycle of self-destructive behavior, each purging a desperate attempt to alleviate the gnawing ache of inadequacy that haunted her every waking moment. In the throes of her despair, she confided in Morton, revealing the harrowing truth of her descent into the depths of her illness. "I was desperate, Diana confessed, her voice tinged with the haunting echoes of sorrow. "I remember the first time I made myself sick. I was so thrilled because I thought this was the release of tension." In the twisted labyrinth of her mind, bulimia became both a coping mechanism and a cruel master, ensnaring her in its relentless grip with the promise of temporary respite from the suffocating weight of her insecurities. Not yet King Charles and Princess Diana fought about what they did on the ship. The idyllic shores of the Mediterranean, bathed in the golden hues of the setting sun, provided the backdrop for what should have been a blissful honeymoon voyage for King Charles and Princess Diana. Yet, beneath the tranquil surface of their maritime odyssey, a tempest of discord brewed, threatening to engulf the newlyweds in a maelstrom of conflicting desires and unmet expectations. As they embarked upon the sun-kissed decks of the royal yacht, Britannia, Charles and Diana found themselves ensnared in a web of tension born from the gaping chasm of their 12-year age difference. From the outset, it became evident that their disparate interests and divergent desires would serve as the crucible in which their marital bond would be tested. In her insightful tome, The Duchess, author Penny Junor peered behind the veil of royal propriety to reveal the simmering tensions that simmered beneath the polished surface of Charles and Diana's honeymoon voyage. Amidst the opulent splendor of Britannia's confines, Charles had brought with him a treasure trove of artistic pursuits, watercolor books, stacks of literature, intended to while away the hours in solitary contemplation. Yet, for Diana, the prospect of being relegated to the sidelines of Charles's solitary pursuits proved to be a bitter pill to swallow. In her heart, she yearned for companionship, for shared moments of intimacy and connection amidst the grandeur of their surroundings. As the days unfolded, the yawning chasm between their desires widened, threatening to eclipse the fragile bonds of their nascent union. One particular incident, immortalized in Junor's account, stands as a poignant testament to the tumultuous dynamics that defined Charles and Diana's honeymoon voyage. As Charles retreated to the veranda deck of Britannia, brush in hand, Diana's frustration reached a fever pitch. In a fit of impulsive rage, she unleashed her pent-up emotions upon Charles's cherished painting, reducing it to a mangled mess of torn canvas and shattered dreams. For Charles, the destruction of his artistic endeavors served as a stark metaphor for the fractures that marred their fledgling marriage. In the aftermath of the altercation, a palpable tension hung in the air, casting a pall over the once gleaming promise of their honeymoon voyage. King Charles and Princess Diana try their best to take a second honeymoon. The year was 1991, and amidst the swirling currents of their troubled marriage, King Charles and Princess Diana embarked upon a journey that held the promise of renewal and reconciliation. With their young sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, in tow, they set sail for the sun-drenched shores of Italy in a bid to salvage what remained of their fractured union. Dubbed by the press as their second honeymoon, the voyage to Italy was intended to be a balm for the wounds that had festered between Charles and Diana. Once again, they found themselves ensconced within the luxurious confines of a yacht, the gentle sway of the Mediterranean waves whispering tales of hope and redemption. Unlike their solitary sojourn of years past, this time Charles and Diana chose to surround themselves with the warmth and laughter of their friends, seeking solace in the company of kindred spirits amidst the azure expanse of the sea. As the yacht charted its course towards the Italian coastline, the air crackled with a tentative sense of optimism, a fragile ember of hope amidst the looming shadows of uncertainty. The trip held a significance beyond mere celebration, for it marked the milestone of their 10th wedding anniversary, a testament to the enduring resilience of a union tested by the relentless storms of adversity. Yet even as they toasted to a decade of matrimonial bonds, the specter of discord loomed large, casting a pall over the festivities. For Charles and Diana, the journey to Italy served as a poignant reminder of the chasm that had widened between them, a silent witness to the tumultuous dynamics that defined their tumultuous marriage. Though they may have smiled for the cameras and exchanged pleasantries in public, the cracks in their facade ran deep, etched into the very fabric of their shared history. Amidst the whispers of reconciliation, a shadow lingered, the clandestine recordings that Diana had made with Andrew Morton, a chronicler of her hidden truths. As the tapes captured the echoes of her unspoken sorrows, they served as a poignant reminder of the fissures that marred the foundation of their union. History, ever the silent observer, offered glimpses into the truth behind the facade of marital bliss. Reports surfaced of the couple's separate accommodations during a trip to Czechoslovakia, a poignant symbol of the distance that had grown between them long before they set sail for Italy. Yet, for King Charles and Princess Diana, the arrival of their sons, after that, Prince William in 1982 and Prince Harry in 1984, served as poignant milestones in a marriage marred by the shadows of discontent and disillusionment. As the world marveled at the cherubic faces of the royal heirs nestled within the cradle of regal splendor, the facade of marital bliss veiled the turbulent undercurrents that roiled beneath the surface of Charles and Diana's union. While Andrew Morton's seminal work, Diana, Her True Story, sought to peel back the layers of royal propriety to reveal the hidden truths that lay beneath, the narrative of their marriage remained as complex and enigmatic as ever. In the months leading up to the birth of their second son, Prince Harry, a fragile sense of harmony enveloped Charles and Diana, casting a fleeting ray of hope amidst the gathering storm clouds of discontent. According to Morton's account, Diana spoke of a period of unprecedented closeness between herself and Charles, a closeness that seemed to defy the cavernous expanse of their emotional distance. Charles and I were very, very close to each other the 6 weeks before Harry was born, the closest we've ever been and ever will be, Diana revealed, her words tinged with the bittersweet echoes of happiness that was all too fleeting. In those precious moments, the promise of a shared future seemed to beckon, a tantalizing mirage amidst the desert of their troubled union. Yet, as the clock ticked inexorably towards the moment of Harry's arrival, the fragile facade of marital harmony began to crumble, shattered by the weight of unspoken grievances and unmet expectations. For Charles, the birth of their second son held the tantalizing hope of a daughter, a hope that was dashed upon the shores of reality with Harry's arrival. In the moment of Harry's birth, it just went bang, our marriage, Diana lamented, her voice a haunting refrain of sorrow amidst the echoes of royal tradition. In the aftermath of Harry's birth, the fragile threads that bound Charles and Diana together began to unravel, their union descending into the depths of disillusionment and despair. After 11 long years ensnared in the suffocating embrace of a loveless marriage, characterized by fleeting moments of togetherness amidst a sea of public appearances and obligatory family events, the specter of dissolution loomed large over their once bright dreams of matrimonial bliss. It was against this backdrop of simmering discontent that British Prime Minister John Major delivered the fateful proclamation that would irrevocably alter the course of royal history. With solemn resolve, Major announced to the world that the marriage of Prince Charles and Princess Diana had reached its inevitable conclusion, succumbing to the weight of irreconcilable differences and unmet expectations. Though they remained legally bound for another years tethered together by the gossamer threads of royal protocol and duty, the chasm that had widened between Charles and Diana rendered their union little more than a facade of marital propriety. For Diana, the years of bulent suffering and unspoken anguish had taken their toll, eroding the fragile foundations of her once bright dreams. Yet even amidst the shadows of dissolution, Diana chose to embrace the promise of a new beginning, forging ahead with unwavering determination as she navigated the treacherous waters of single motherhood and newfound celebrity. In the corridors of royal power, whispers of Diana's burgeoning independence and burgeoning romance with Dodi Fayed cast a pall over the hallowed traditions of monarchy, challenging the entrenched norms of royal propriety. In the summer of 1997, as the world watched with bated breath, Diana embarked upon a fateful journey to Paris alongside her new companion, Dodi Fayed. Yet what began as a fleeting escape from the constraints of royal obligation soon descended into tragedy of unimaginable proportions. As their car hurtled through the labyrinthine streets of Paris pursued by the relentless pursuit of paparazzi, fate intervened with a cruel hand, casting a pall of darkness over the gleaming promise of Diana's newfound happiness. In the blink of an eye, the world watched in horror as tragedy unfolded, claiming the lives of Diana and Dodi in a fatal crash that echoed with the finality of shattered dreams. On April 9, 2005, amidst the opulent splendor of Windsor Castle, Prince Charles embarked upon a new chapter of his life as he exchanged vows with Camilla Parker Bowles in a poignant civil ceremony. Surrounded by their closest family members, Charles and Camilla sealed their union with a solemn promise, a testament to the enduring power of love that had weathered the storms of time. Their love story, fraught with the complexities of duty and desire, had its origins in the distant echoes of the past. 35 years prior, Charles and Camilla had first crossed paths, kindling a flame of affection that would endure the passage of years and the trials of life. Though Camilla had embarked upon her own journey of matrimony with Andrew Parker Bowles in 1973, her heart remained tethered to Charles in a bond that transcended the bounds of conventional morality. By 1986, the clandestine whispers of their forbidden love blossomed into an undeniable affair, shrouded in secrecy yet burning with an intensity that could not be extinguished. Despite the obstacles that stood in their path, Charles and Camilla remained steadfast in their devotion, their hearts forever entwined in a tapestry of longing and desire. 16 years after their clandestine affair began, Prince Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles stood united in matrimony, a testament to the enduring power of love that had endured the trials of time. Yet even as they embarked upon a new chapter of their lives together, the shadow of Diana, Princess of Wales, loomed large over their union, a poignant reminder of the complexities of their shared history. In July 2021, on what would have been Princess Diana's 60th birthday, Prince Charles's sons, Diana, Prince William, and Prince Harry, gathered to pay tribute to their beloved mother. Together, they unveiled a poignant statue in her honor, a symbol of remembrance and reverence for the luminous soul who had touched the hearts of millions around the world. What do you think about Diana and Charles's hellish marriage and the trauma that Diana suffered? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.